All right, today I'm going to talk about issue that can happen with these Harbor Freight solar security lights, to the 1160 lumen lights that are battery powered. At some point, the internal battery refuses to hold a charge. So as long as you have it on the sunlight for several days and you're still not getting anything out of it, probably the battery is expired. So what we're going to do is take these four screws off the back of the main unit here, and I have pre-loosened these to shorten up this process here. Okay, so inside of here is where you have the battery. This battery is, I call it a proprietary battery. It's theoretically replaceable by removing the plug there. You see where it plugs into the board. It's twin lead, plus minus red black. And this battery is sitting inside of here, and it's kind of rests on either side of here. And then the back of the cover has these tabs that kind of hold the battery from rocking around in there. The replacement solution that we have is not going to worry about the battery moving around. You could stuff some things or do some glue or whatever, but it's not something that gets a shock. So we're not really worried about a replacement battery just sitting in there. But these batteries, the first thing I did was went to Harbor Freight and said, you're going to get this battery. And they don't have them there. So I called the support line, and lo and behold, you can't buy this battery from them either, which seems unacceptable to me. But you see the number on there, 18650, which is a standard. It's a battery that's a little thicker than a AA and a little bit longer. These are quite common. They're actually used in many lighting products, different kinds of flashlights, and Harbor Freight uses variations of these in other lights that they have, and interestingly have different plugs on the end. So the industry has just not gotten on the same page on this. They've soldered the wire to each end. So not a good choice, I don't think, by the industry to do things this way, where you have to go try to hunt down some kind of a proprietary battery like this to replace what you have in your device. So what I ended up doing was I just built my own battery pack, and I have another unit over here. This is because I do have several of these lights, and inside of here you can see what I've done here. I have a battery compartment, and I gotten these on the internet for other projects that I've had, and I basically reutilize that lead, the plug wire. So this is what my my battery boxes look like with these leads, and these leads are kind of very thin, but I ended up taking these off of here, off of the ends, and then I took the wire from the battery, and I just clipped the ends of the wire down in here somewhere. I might even have peeled it back to get as much of this wire as I could. And then they bared the ends, and then I just put them on the battery compartment thing. And after I soldered them onto the end there, I put a little bit of epoxy to keep things from coming loose. So then I plug that in there, and then I just have it sitting in there. So remember that I said the cover has these things that hold it. They kind of interfered with that box, so I basically just shaved those tabs off there so they don't interfere. and then that sits back on there. And again, it's not the kind of thing that gets a lot of shock or anything like that. And a battery, you can move it around. It stays in there pretty good. So so that light is working like it should with this battery. And I think I've had that battery in there for half a year maybe. It's been charging and being used without any issues. So that's what I'm going to do over here. I'm going to take this battery and cut these leads off and get rid of the leads on this one, and put the lead soldered onto there, and then I'll put one of these batteries that you can get pretty available anywhere. This is from Ace hardware store on East Coast. 18650, very common, 3.7 volt. And I'll just put that in that compartment and plug it back into there, and I'll just let that box sit inside of there. I'll trim those tabs off the back that are going to be in the way, put it together, and we'll be good to go.